What is going on? I'm Zedmont coming to you from the Global Anon Moose headquarters. Now, we came back early from our vacation simply because it is the Mega Crab. Need to get this info in your hands as soon as possible. Not entirely accurate, but nonetheless, if this video does help you, please consider throwing Zedmont with a Z, not an S, into your creator code in the shop. It gives me warm and fuzzies. It gives you all sorts of thank yous and fun stuff from me. Anyways, here is all you need to know. Gonna quickly show you all the details. This is all you need to know. You can just take a screenshot, close the video down now. We are gonna do all sorts of fun stuff, so stick around. But the number one notable thing is stage 50 to 59, Rifleman Health, plus those tribal boosts are going to be fairly interesting. Just a reminder, in your tribal boost, we've got Rifleman Life Leech combined with the Rifleman boosts are going to be fairly interesting. Otherwise, the Zuka stuff will be fun for me and some other people, but realistically, this is just going to be your standard Mega Crab where people are going to use what the shizzle? People are going to use all sorts of tanks and bombardiers and stuff. So nothing on the tank or bombardier front, which is going to make for an interesting crab. Really, really wish they would give us something new and exciting on the Mega Crab. But anyways, let's have a look here. So as you can see here, we've got no temporary gunboat abilities to speak of. Let's have a quick scout, see if we've got some cryo bombs or some speed serum. So we do have the cryo bombs, which means there's going to be no speed serum. I don't think. We'll quickly jump ahead 10 stages at a time and have a quick scout. So here, let's have a quick look at stage 10. Now, like you can see here, standard stage 10, no mega vats or anything fancy, just a standard Mega Crab, which is great fun and all, but I'm really, really hoping one of these Mega Crabs, they do something new and interesting, because it's about that time. Jumping ahead to stage 20, let's have a look. So again, just standard issue Mega Crab, nothing overly exciting here. I do highly recommend you jump over to the Boom Beach YouTube account and give them a comment. Let them know you want those Super Grenadiers back. We want the Boom Dr. T imitations, all of that fun stuff to come back, because they have so much stuff that they're just not using at the moment. I mean, we're not even asking for new development, just looking for them to use the new existing stuff they already have. Like, throw a grappler in the Mega Crab. That would totally and utterly disrupt things. Would love to see a grappler hidden behind a core somewhere, but stage 30, fairly standard issue. We're going to jump ahead to stage 40, and then we'll actually do an attack. So stage 40, as you can see, we've got 250% Zuka damage, just like promised in that graphic right there. Now, for a lot of people with crab statues, for example, these ones right here, going to be difficult. The extra GBE from the tribes is going to help, but we're going to give this a shot. Probably a terrible, terrible idea. Crab statues are not set up for Zukas. They are typically set up for tanks and or bombardiers. Not really useful to smoke troops, but we're going to give it our best effort simply because why the heck not? I'm kind of tempted to change those statues. By the way, if you're noticing that we have 1,000 million diamonds, it's because this is the dev build. You can't download it, please. Every single time someone asks, it just can't be done. So we are going to try and smoke our troops into here and try to blow this up just because we have all sorts of crazy, crazy damage. Now, I checked, this is about a 3 million health core, so chances of blowing this up very, 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 very slim, but what the heck, we're going to give it a shot simply because this is a sneak peek and there is some Zuka damage. And Zuka damage was amazing in the old-timey crabs before Bullet came to be, but of course those times changed, and so most people don't use Zukas on the Mega Crab anymore, but we're going to do it simply because why the heck not? Now, we are hopefully going to get Bullet into there. We're going to shock Bullet right about there, and then we're going to move our Zukas into this spot right about here. And then we are going to hit the taunt button. We are going to flare that core. We're going to throw some critters about there. We're going to throw a shock about there. Bullet's gonna come out taunting, and now we're just gonna try our best to burn this core. As you can see, that core is doing fairly alright. This was a 3 million health core, but our Zookas just can't quite get it done. I managed to do alright. I'm pretty happy with that, to be honest, but just not enough gunboat energy to throw enough shocks out there. So all sorts of great stuff possible with Zookas on this Mega Crab. Let's just confirm how much health that was, because I think, let's just check. Yes, so we burned a 2.35 million health shield, just like nothing using Zookas. Weren't able to finish it off though, but there is all sorts of options there. We're going to quickly jump ahead. Actually, you know what? Let's finish this off. Might as well. Now, one thing to note is, if you're thinking right now, is that 90% off going to carry over to the Mega Crab? Unfortunately, no, it's not. The 90% off ends before the Mega Crab, so a little bit unlucky there. Now, had I been able to keep the delay, we might have been able to burn that, and that would have been insane to burn 2.9 or 2. Yeah, about 2.9 million health in one round of shocks. That would be just absolutely unheard of. But my walking path with the smokes was not ideal. You never know. They're going to walk on 45s, but my smokes were not in the right sort of pattern. So we're going to go into there. See that? We're already losing some Zookas. Bullet popped out. Also, we had some Seamos shooting us in the face, which is never a good time. Seamos just love to ruin your day. And now we're going to come back in here and try and shock some things as Bullet hopefully gets that down. Zooka's melting the core. Look at that. Just like 500,000 health in one volley like nothing. So I will be using all sorts of ridiculous troops on my own. Not on the sneak peek though, because anyway, so do consider subscribing for that. We're going to try to do all sorts of good stuff. But now what we're going to do is we're going to jump ahead all the way into stage 50, have a quick look-see. And just like that, we finished off stages 41 through 49. Stage 50 looks just like this. And as you can see, that we've got Rifleman health. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch to all Riflemen simply because I'm very curious to see how all Riflemen will do with all that extra health, plus the Rifleman Life Leech, because Riflemen are a great troop, but with Life Leech they just get super duper strong. We're going to throw all sorts of Bombardiers in behind them, see if we can perhaps use Riflemen instead of tanks. I'm very curious on that front. Kind of doubt that it's going to be super useful. We're going to throw Kavan with them because his second wind will make all sorts of good stuff as long as we actually select it. Spending some of our million diamonds, coming in, hitting the anniversary crab, just like this, stage 50, Riflemen with bajillions and bajillions of health. They are going to be getting health back incredibly quickly because we've got lots and lots of damage. They've also got tons of health to stay alive, so this could be useful, especially with the Bombardiers bringing the damage in behind. Look at that, mortar to the face. Riflemen don't care, zero issues at all. Just getting absolutely pummeled, but just cruising right on through. Now the barrage is going to be incredibly cheap as well because of tribes, which is going to be very helpful for getting rid of shock launchers and shock blasters and the like. So lots of great things coming this crab, simply from the tribes, plus the boosts, but the boosts will not be helpful for those of you who are trying to push to the crazy 120, 200 levels of Mega Crab, because you're probably going to be using tanks anyways. But look at this, we have lost a total of 4 riflemen, something like that, all to boom cannons, and just absolutely cruising through all of this thanks to our riflemen. And now Kavan is going to bring back Riflemen as well, which is going to add to the ridiculousness of this. So Kavan is likely going to be the hero of choice for stages 50 to 59, simply because even if you're using tanks, he's going to be bringing back these super beefy Riflemen, which is going to be incredibly helpful. Now, we've lost 0 Bombardiers. We are losing Riflemen fairly quickly thanks to sniper towers and flamethrowers and boom cannons and stuff like that, but there's definitely some potential here. So do let me know in the comments if you're planning on using Riflemen or Zookas or Heavies. I definitely will be bringing out the heavy damage, simply because, now, the one good thing about heavy damage, if I bring up this screen as I try and play at the same time, Heavy damage is stages 10 to 19, so all of my subscribers out there who are max level accounts, please use heavies stages 10 to 19 and solo all of the stages using that heavy damage. I mean, for a max level player, those stages are a complete joke anyways, so we might as well try and do something interesting. So for all of you out there who have max or near max accounts, please give that a shot. Let me know how it goes. Very curious to hear if you're into that kind of thing. Personally, right about now, Boom Beach is all about us making it interesting, because right about now, these Mega Crabs are on rinse and repeat, and I would love to see something new, but instead, you and I, as a group of people, are going to make it interesting by bringing in the heavy damage and trying to solo all of those bases. I don't think it's going to be terribly difficult, but as you saw there, the rifle's probably not the best option for stage 50. We are going to ignore the rest of stage 50 and jump right ahead to stage 60 and see what the heck we can do with it. Okay, I lied. I said we are going to do stage 60. Stage 60 is one of those big, huge octagon that have shields on both sides. We are going to skip into stage 61 because 300% Zuka health needs to have some sort of effort. Now, I assume we can smoke all the way back there without having to worry about any mines. The barrage is going to be so incredibly helpful, but we're just going to give this a shot, see how well this is going to go. We've got those rocket launchers that have been hit by the cryo bombs, and I think we can just skip underneath all of these smokes and then just cruise along the back line here. All of these mines, there are so many mines in place there, but I think we can just ignore most of them simply because we do have 300% health, so we should be able to hit, you'd think, at least 3 mines, you would assume, but nonetheless, CMOs are taking some pot shots at Bullet, not overly concerned, and now we're going to sneak Bullet along this corner into this back little section, and throwing that one little smoke right about there. We've got the majority of our Zukas alive and well. Their health is actually doing fairly well. We're going to throw some critters and a shock and just hope that Bullet's taunt gets him fairly out front as our Zukas clear absolutely everything nearby. Now, what's that thing called there? That shock launcher right there is going to be a problem if we let it be, but as you can see there, our Zukas have so much health that it is not a major concern. That mortar is absolutely decimating our troops though, so Zukas heading off on all sides. Shock launchers and Zukas. Now we just need to get back into here as all of those things are absolutely pummeling our Zukas, just trying to get our Zukas into position, but that shock launcher not wanting to play ball. So Zukas in the Mega Crab, not super duper useful, but as you can see right there, Bullet coming in with the game right there, game changer, getting back into position. Like I said, I would love, look at that, rocket launcher just shooting over top of Bullet. How is that even fair? Those kind of things are so frustrating. It just happens. Like, Bullet should be getting shot in the face, but for some reason, rocket launchers love to shoot over top of Bullet at times. For those of you who solo Minotaur know exactly what I'm talking about. If you're not getting him in the absolute perfect spots, those rocket launchers will shoot over top. So my Zuka attacks on the Mega Crab not going well, and just showing off how Zukas and these boosts are not going to be great for this Mega Crab. Making the most out of them, though. We're going to come back in, finish this off, because I don't think I've finished off a stage yet. This is a poor example of skill or lack of skill. But hopefully you guys got out of this the fact that, A, there are lots and lots of mega tribal boosts that are going to be helpful this Mega Crab, and otherwise, it's just going to be your standard issue Mega Crab. So do please go onto the Boom Beach YouTube channel. I would say on Twitter, but then you'd have to make a Twitter account. So for those of you on Twitter, please do that as well. For me, I am going to say go on their YouTube channel, let them know, hey, just bring some new stuff. It doesn't have to be new troops. It doesn't have to be new anything really. Just throw a grappler in, bring back some of those cryo vaults with, or the vaults with the super grenadiers in them. There's so much good stuff, kind of like on Fortnite. Unvault all of the tools because Boom Beach developers, you have made so much good stuff. We just got to get some of that stuff out of the vaults. Nonetheless, our Zookas are going to pound this core. That is the entirety of this sneak peek. Let me know what you thought. Let me know what you think about these boosts right in here. And let me know if you'll be using Zookas, rifles, or at least please consider using heavies for stage 10 to 19. Let me know how it goes. I think you can solo all 10 of those stages. Otherwise, as always, thank you for coming in. Hit me up in the comments. Let me know what you think about this Mega Crab. I shall talk to you soon. Thanks for coming in. I'm Zedmont. Peace.